One of the great treats about living in London is that you can find African shops without travelling more than a few miles. One example is the Farm Shop in Enfield, North London, which David Mwanaka opened in 2007. Arriving from Zimbabwe in 1991, the former journalist, frustrated by the lack of free press in the South African country, hoped to continue his work in Britain. But he never found work, so David finally decided enough was enough. Like his father, he would own his own business.
We've got grass-fed meat, chicken, we also got fish, and then on the other hand we got a few farm produce, and then we got groceries from Southern Africa, from Zimbabwe, South Africa, and from other countries.
Like many African immigrants, the former journalist missed the flavours at home, especially white maize. In Mwanaka's shop, you can find white maize, but the crop doesn't come from Africa, South America or parts of Asia, but from Mwanaka's farm. In the wilds beyond the M25, Mwanaka planted 20 acres of Zimbabwean maize. Despite the critics telling him that his plans to grow maize would never work, due to the climate not being right for it, David pursued his dream.
Well, most people thought I was just joking. I actually remember asking one agronomist who grows yellow maize in this country, and I asked him how to grow white maize in this country. He just hung up. He still wasn't interested in talking to me because he thought I was wasting his time and wasting my time as well. So most people simply didn't believe me until at that point when I actually had a crop in my hands, when I had actually white maize that had matured, and I said, "Wow, this is what I'm talking about."
Indeed, him and his wife Branda spent more than 5 years and many late nights before he finally grew a successful crop, and he eventually attracted Harrods and Tesco among his client list.
I was the first farmer to introduce both white maize and white sweet corn in the UK. So I was supplying the white sweet corn to stores like Tesco's and Harrods in the UK.
While the land is getting ready for a busy time in August, Mwanaka plans to expand his farming business. He is working on several other projects.
Yeah, well, we are working on salad dressing, so we are developing some salad dressings which we are taking to supermarkets. We are also working on sausages, which also intend to take to supermarkets.
A former Zimbabwean journalist who came to the UK 22 years ago hoping to find a job in the media ended up a decade later to be the only farmer to produce white maize at the time. Most of the farmers didn't take Mwanaka seriously. Now, in 2013, when David has a new project, they all listen to him.